Banks are failing, and there's no way to sugarcoat it. Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, First Republic Bank, First City Bank of Florida, the First State Bank, Erickson State Bank. U.S. bank executives tell us that our money is safe in the banks. But is it really? Let's take a closer look. We seem to have a banking problem in the United States. A banking problem caused in no small part by the Federal Reserve's hiking of interest rates. And as more banks go out of business, customers are taking their money out of the smaller banks and putting them into larger banks, banks that are too big to fail. And what's happening is a giant bank consolidation, where the larger banks are gobbling up the smaller banks, and before you know it, there will only be a few large super banks. All the smaller banks will go away. Now, this is a good thing if you're the federal government and you're trying to change the monetary system from fiat or paper money over to strictly digital currency, because with less banks, it makes the process much easier. And with a centralized bank digital currency, CBDC, there will be less of a need for actual banks, especially smaller banks. So, is this good for us? If our local banks go away, we have less choices, and all the control comes from one centralized bank location. You do the math. That puts an awful lot of power in the hands of a very few people. And remember, he who controls the money supply of a nation controls the nation. If you've enjoyed the podcast, if you've learned something, please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, we'll see you next time on Shine 365.